challenging. Not only, we didn't have GPS like we have now. So you actually had to get out and use a map. Luckily, I knew how to use a map.
Hey, I'm Nate Carver, and welcome to Between Two Doors. If you're looking for a fantastic real estate agent to buy or sell your home in the Sherman-Denison area of Texas, I would like to introduce you to Jenel McGrath. Hey, Jenel.
Hey.
It is good to see you, and let's jump right into this. Can you tell me what got you into real estate and when that was?
I got into real estate in 1979, only because I was a stay-at-home mom. I had a husband who was in the Navy, so he was gone a lot. I had nobody to babysit kids, so I couldn't follow up with my nursing career like I had planned to do. And somebody told me, well, you should try real estate. You can get your license in 3 months. Oh, okay. I can do that. So there you go. I got my license in 1980 in January. So that makes 44 and a half years.
That's awesome. And in that career, you've been the president of the North Texas Greater Association of Realtors.
Greater Texoma Association of Realtors.
Twice. And
Yes.
nice. That's whenever you did your very first transaction, was it a purchase side of that or on the buy side of that?
It was on the purchase side. A little bit of a funny story, if I have time to tell it.
Got it.
This was in 1983. I got my license in Virginia, and then we moved to Texas in 1983. So my first transaction, which was late 83, I had no idea where I was going, what I was doing, no real training. I just jumped in, and after the people wrote an offer on the house, they had buyer's remorse. And they said, well, it's your fault. You made us buy this house. And I just looked at him and said, no, I didn't. I didn't make you do anything. You willingly signed the documents. And they closed, and they lived there for like 25 years. So obviously they were very happy.
They liked it.
But it was a scary moment.
And that was your very first one too. Yeah.
The very first one. And I thought, oh my gosh.
So what kept you from running away from real estate after that? That's
I loved the action of the job itself, getting to be outside, it was very challenging. Not only, we didn't have GPS like we have now. So you actually had to get out and use a map. Luckily, I knew how to use a map. And you had to line up your showings in order of what made sense to drive from one to the other in the least amount of time. I mean, you really had to be aware of your surroundings and where you were going. And yeah, it's a piece of cake now, but then it was a struggle. It really was. And then if you got lost and you've got people that are following you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, let's not do that. And I've actually had people leave. They just I turn left, they turn right, and I never see them again.
Oh no.
That has happened. Yeah.
Wow. So with 40 plus years being an awesome real estate agent, what pieces of advice, maybe two nuggets of advice that you could maybe tell a first-time home buyer and someone that's selling their home for the first time, what would you tell them?
I tell them the same thing I tell a new agent that comes to work with me. There are 3 things that I lean on heavily and always have. And that's the golden rule, communication, and follow up. If you can do all those things, which they're not difficult to do, you just have to do them, everything will be just fine. If you don't understand a question, I don't care if you ask it 20 times until you understand it and I finally get the right answer for you. You keep asking the question. So you have to have the dialogue. You have to help them understand. They don't understand what they don't know, as the saying goes, until they don't know it. And I don't care how smart you are. I don't do your job. You're not going to come and do my job. So it's the same thing. You can be the president of a company. I'm not going to do that job, and you're not going to do real estate. That's why you hire a realtor to do what you can't do.
It's very smart. What with that, who or what is your, do you have a driving why or a passion that you're focused on that really spurs you in your real estate business or to exceed outside of your real estate business?
It's a problem solving strategic job.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to plan and you have to prepare. You can't wing it. I mean, you can, but you do much better if you don't. After so many years in the business, yeah, I can wing it better today than I did 40 years ago, but you really shouldn't do that. So it's that strategy, and I'm really good at strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I win at Monopoly all the time. I win at Stratego all the time. But it's strategy. and that's what's important, to keep that focus and to meet that challenge, because every deal is a challenge. Every deal is different and you never get bored. It is not a boring job.
That's true. I think of it like a Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's somebody's finances and it's real estate, and those two come together, guaranteed. It's mostly the most expensive thing anybody ever buys.
Absolutely.
And so it takes an expert on the real estate side and it takes an expert on the lending side to bring that all together and take out the chaos.
Yeah.
That could be buying a home.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are you doing when you set down your real estate hat for the day? What are the things that you're doing in the community um, that are meaningful and impactful outside of real estate?
I enjoy working for the benefit of the downtown Sherman area. So I've been a part of their downtown Sherman now, which used to be called something else, but the basic premise was years ago, we had a program that's nationwide called the Main Street Program, and Sherman was a member of that. Well, they dropped it. So this group picked it up privately. And now we're back into the Main Street thing again. But I have been a member of that group for probably 15, 16 years. And you get to see a whole nother side of your community when you have people, especially the downtown people, come together and put on a block party or have a Christmas parade in July or do a kind of like Sherman has the Arts Fest. It's kind of like that, but it's for the downtown Sherman entrepreneurs that are down there. I love that. I also volunteer at our local Women Rock, which is breast cancer awareness. And I love that. In fact, I'm the president of the board at the moment, and it keeps me busy. But I really, really do like being involved in people and their choices that they make and the way they get from point A to point B. Again, it's kind of a strategy. It's a plan. And can we follow the plan? And it works best when you follow the plan.
I like it. So just real quick on the Women Rock, or I'm sorry, Women Rock. I'm sorry, I just drew the blank on it on the charity, the organization that you're president of.
Mm-hmm.
It's Texoma Rocks.
No, you had it right. Women Rock.
Women Rocks. Okay, we're going to edit that. The key premise of that is that's is breast cancer awareness, but it's also really impacting the lives of women that are going through
Yes.
that currently
Right.
with getting mammograms and
Mhm.
resources to help them through that process, right?
Right. It is a nonprofit. We are a 501(c)(3), and it's very hands-on. So if I have a woman that walks into the Women Rock office and wants somebody to go with her or even make the appointment for a mammogram, they have no idea what they're doing or what to expect. They're scared to death because all they've heard is horror stories. We'll go if they're in the middle of treatments and they can't make their rent payment. All they have to do is fill out an application, and if they get approved, which most of the time they do, we can't help everybody, so we do have to have some guidelines. We can help them with their payments on their car, or their insurance, or their utility, or buy them a bag of groceries, or whatever they need help. If we can help them, we will. But it's very hands-on, it's very individual, and there's not anything else like it that I'm aware of.
They have a benefit coming up in October.
October 12th. Yes,
October
Bras for a Cause.
Bras for a Cause. We'll put links down. We'll put some links into the down below for people
Okay.
to follow up with that. Well, there you have it. I told y'all Jenel was a truly wonderful person. I've known her for years and years and years. And full disclosure, her son is one of my best friends and longest friends. How that ever happened, I don't know.
I have no idea. It must have been the bicycle wreck on the railroad tracks.
Yes. So it's just we've done life together for a very, very, very long time, and just been fantastic to me growing up, and so get to uh, be able to help you out in your real estate and work with you in your real estate too, and have you on my podcast as a guest. So we'll do this again. And Jenel, if anybody wants to reach out to you looking to buy or sell a home, how is it that they could best get a hold of you?
Quickest way would be my cell phone. They can text or call. I do really well with text because if I'm in the middle of helping somebody else, I can't answer the phone. So texting is great, or they could email me. My number is 903-815-1172. And my
Perfect.
email is janelle@jmrtx.com.
All right. And we'll put those contact links down below too. Thank you, Jenel. It has been a fun conversation of many that we've had, and we'll do this again in the near future.
I
And
look forward to it.
this was fun. Thank you.